Hi children, welcome back to our EVS class. So today we are going to see a new chapter in science. Okay, so we are going to see about insects. Have you heard about insects? When you look around, okay, you can see lot of insects in your home or outside, isn't it? Your butterfly, your bees, your housefly, cockroach, okay? All these are insects. So we are going to learn something about these insects. So shall we start? Okay. So insects are very adaptable. Okay. We are just going through the important points in this lesson. That is enough for you to learn. Isn't it clear, children? Okay. So insects are very adaptable and they are found almost everywhere on earth. Okay. So you can see an insect here. Okay. So what is written there? Exoskeleton. Okay. So insects do not have a skeleton. We have a backbone, isn't it? So if insects have a skeleton like that, then it will be very difficult for them to bend, move around. Okay. So they do not have a skeleton. They have a hard outer covering which is called exoskeleton. Okay. So each insect is having a hard outer covering. What is it called? Exoskeleton. Please spell out with me, children. Exoskeleton. Exoskeleton. Okay. And what are the other things they have? They have a flexible body. 3 pair of legs. Okay. So they have flexible body and 3 pair of legs. Okay. Now we are going to see about the body of an insect. Okay. So when you take an insect, what is this? This is a locust or your grasshopper. Okay. So when you take an insect, the body is divided into 3 types. Okay. 3 parts. What are the 3 parts? Head, thorax and abdomen. What are the 3 parts? Head, thorax, otherwise called chest, and abdomen, stomach. Okay. So here you can see in this picture. Did you see? See the head and this is called the antennae. Okay. So both this comes under the part head. Okay. Now after the head, from this region covering the wings and legs, okay, here it comes the thorax, and the back portion is called the abdomen. Is it clear? Okay. So now first we are going to see about the head. So in head, insects have a pair of antennae. Pair. 2 antennae you have here, isn't it? A pair of eyes. 2 eyes. And the mouth parts on their head. Okay. So in the head they have a pair of antennae, a pair of eyes and mouth parts on their head. Okay. So these mouth parts are of 2 types. Some are chewing type of mouth part. It is present in grasshopper and beetle. Okay. Chewing mouth part is present in grasshopper and beetle. Sucking type. Okay. That is found in butterfly and moth. Okay. Sucking in butterfly, moth. Chewing type of mouth part in grasshopper and beetle. So shall we see the next one? Yes, the second part is called thorax. What is the second part? Thorax. So the chest of an insect is known as thorax. Okay. What is thorax? The chest. So in this thorax region you have 2 things. What are they? The wings and the legs comes under the thorax. Is it clear? Wings and legs. Okay. Now the third part is your abdomen. What is your third part? Abdomen. So the abdomen is the stomach of an insect. What is abdomen? Stomach. Isn't it? Whatever they eat should go to the stomach. So stomach is called the abdomen. So this abdomen is divided into 11 segment. Okay, it is divided into segment or section. How many? 11. Isn't it clear? So that is enough about your parts of an insect. Okay. Now you have another topic which is called social insect. What is social? Yes, they live together. Social insect do not live alone. They live together. What is this? Yes, you can see ant, your bees, your termite. All these do not live alone, isn't it? They live together. Why do they live together? There are 2 or 3 reasons. Okay. The first one is to protect them from enemies. Okay. Another one is to share food and work. Okay. If one ant has to take the food, it is very difficult. So they share their work and food, and also for protection they live as social insect. Okay, what are the example? Ant, bees and termite. Now we are going to see about the life cycle of a butterfly. Okay, what is it? Life cycle of a butterfly. So life cycle means the changes that take place in an organism. Okay, from the birth to death. Okay, so now when we are born as babies, then we become boys or girls. Okay, then women or men. Okay, then we become grandfather or grandmother, and finally, isn't it? So that is the change in our life. That is called our life cycle. Similarly, insects also change through which an organism passes during its life. That is called your life cycle. So now we are going to see about the life cycle of a butterfly. So in a butterfly, how many cycles you have? Yes, how many? 4 stages. Okay, so this first stage starts from the egg. Okay, so your adult butterfly lays eggs. Okay, so these eggs hatch into larvae. Okay, they hatch. These eggs hatch into larvae. Okay, and they are otherwise called caterpillar or larvae. Okay, and these larvae feed the leaf and they form a cocoon. Okay, that cocoon is called pupa. What is it called? Pupa. So it will rest inside this pupa. Okay, and after few days it becomes adult butterfly. Is it clear? So what are the 4 stages? Eggs, caterpillar, pupa, adult butterfly. Okay, egg, caterpillar, pupa, adult butterfly. Is it clear? Now we are going to see about the useful insect. Okay, we saw what is an insect, what are the different life cycle of a butterfly. Okay, now we are going to see about the useful insect. So we get lot of products from insect, isn't it? So the first one is your honey bees. Okay, so honey bees give honey and bee wax. Okay, so this wax is used for preparing soap, crayons, candle, etc. Okay, so the first useful insect is honeybees, from where you get honey and bee wax. Second, we get silk from silkworm. Okay, silk from silkworm. Third, some insects help in dispersal of seed of plant. Okay, that is some insects go sit on a flower. Okay, and the pollen grains from the flower get attached to their body, and when they move to some other plant, it gets disposed there. Okay, so that is insects help in dispersal of seed. Next one, many insects eat dead plants and animals and clean the environment. Okay, some larvae of beetles feed on the dead bodies. Okay, so these are all the usefulness of our insects. Okay, so when there is a usefulness, you will have another side which is called harmful. So some insects are very harmful to us. Okay, they may spread diseases and others may damage the crops, stored food, books, furniture, clothes, etc. Isn't it? If you keep your books for a long time, okay, after few years you can see termites coming out. Isn't it? They would have eaten half of your book. Okay, so what are the harmful insects? Bug, termite, locust, silverfish, bookworms. Okay, so if these insects attack us, we have to fight against them, isn't it? So that 2 ways are there to fight against them. One is using chemical. Okay, so we use some chemicals to destroy pest. What is it called? Yes, it is called insecticide or pesticide. What is it called? Insecticide. Spell it out with me, children. insecticides. Insecticides. And pesticides. 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 Okay, so what chemicals we use is called insecticide and pesticide. Another method is using natural method. So natural methods are using neem leaf or kerosene. Okay, natural method is using neem leaf or kerosene. Is it clear? So with this we came to an end of this chapter. Read the lesson thoroughly and learn the difficult words, children. Thank you. Take care. Be safe and be happy.